Why is SpaceX not joining the S&P 500 such a big deal? I asked ChatGPT why SpaceX not joining the S&P 500 is such a big deal. The S&P 500 would have fast-tracked SpaceX just the same way NASDAQ and Russell and FTSE and everybody else would have let them in. But there's a few reasons that they didn't break their own rules the way that others have rewritten them to accommodate SpaceX. One of them is that they need to be profitable for at least 12 months. Another one is that they need to have a minimum of, I think, 10% of the public float, meaning some portion of the shares need to be held by the public. They decided not to include them because a bunch of funds would have had to immediately buy a bunch of the SpaceX stock, which would have driven the price up. A bit of financial engineering on Elon's side and the other exchanges really cared about SpaceX being listed and they wanted in on it. But the sinister reading is that the stock itself is going to go down mightily, and all those forced buyers in those first few weeks would lose a bunch of money. And you're talking about pension funds and retirees that have these ETFs in their portfolio. So it's interesting